The Five Nights at Freddy's pillow pet claims to work as a pet, but it also claims to work as a pillow. But does it actually work well as a pillow? Well, let's find out. What's going on, guys? The TNT Muffin here, and today we have a pretty exciting video because Pillow Pets has actually sent me a package. So I guess let's just open it up. I guess I should be careful that I don't cut what's inside. I also need to be careful I don't cut myself. Alrighty, so we've got the box open here, and as you can see, of course, it is the Freddy Fazbear Pillow Pet. Let's take it out of the little bag here. Alright, so the Freddy Fazbear Pillow Pet, here he is. He is a little bit squished right now, but that's because he was just in, you know, like a vacuum sealed bag, so he'll probably fluff up in a bit. Man, immediately I've got to say, this is way softer than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like a regular FNaF plush. This is like a blanket, which I guess makes sense, you know, if you're going to be sleeping on it or petting it, you know, pillow pet. It does make sense that you'd want it to be pretty soft. So there's a tag here with Withered Freddy on it and the Pillow Pet's logo. Oh, I also didn't notice he had a bow tie. That's pretty sweet. As we can tell, this obviously does work well as a pet. If we pet him here, he's pretty soft like I mentioned, and it does look pretty good. We'll go into the details of the design later. But what I wanted to do is, although it is mentioned to be a pet, it is also mentioned to be a pillow, so I want to see how well it actually works as a pillow. Is this good enough that I can just take away my regular pillow and sleep with this guy every night? Well, let's find out. First of all, opening it up here, we can see he does extend to be a pillow. We've got Flat Freddy. It's like you murdered him and put him on the floor as a rug. As you can see, the bottom here is a lighter brown color. I do like that because, you know, Freddy does have the lighter brown parts on him. As you can see by the coloration, this does appear to be based on the Help Wanted design, since he does have, you know, a bit of a darker color, and also he has a lighter color on his little snout area, which, you know, FNaF 1 Freddy, he's just the same color all over. And I do like that. I'm a huge fan of Help Wanted, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, there's no print on color. It is like a normal FNaF plushie, basically, like you took a good Freddy head, you know, and then put him on a pillow body, which is also pretty good. I do like the bow tie as well. I honestly didn't know he had a bow tie until just now. So first impressions, he's very soft. I like the head, it's very good, seems pretty accurate to Freddy. It looks like a pretty solid FNaF plush, honestly. He's got these little hands up front, these little feet at the back. The only thing is, he seems like he might be a little small. Like, it's not the biggest pillow in the world. But I mean, I guess if you don't roll around much, that doesn't really matter. Something interesting is it actually seems like the pillow part of him is softer than the plushie part. Like, if you take a look at it. Well, maybe not softer, but it's fluffier. And the bottom is, you know, more like the plush side, which I think is pretty interesting. This is the side you're going to be sleeping on, so they probably want it to be the most comfortable spot. Like I said, I do want to test if this works as a pillow for every night. So tonight I am actually going to sleep on this thing and see how well it goes. But, you know, before that, let's just take some, you know, first impressions. Laying on this guy feels pretty comfortable, but this is just my hand. I don't know what it's going to be like, you know, on the actual bed there. The tag is pretty big. I'd assume that if you want to sleep on this, you should either, you know, move the tag to the front of him or just take it off altogether. So without actually sleeping yet, I will say that the fuzzy part of it makes it a little bit tough because I sleep on my face. So having fuzz like going into my nose is a bit strange, but that can be easily fixed by just flipping it over, because then there's not the fuzzy part on it. So I do like that they have that duality. It is a little small because when I sleep, I like to sleep like on top of my pillow, and that's a little bit tough. This isn't me sleeping on it yet. I'm gonna do that tonight, but I don't want to show you me sleeping, so we're just gonna do this for now. It is like a pretty thin pillow, so I don't know how well it'll work. It might be a little tough, but it should be fine. And it does fold onto itself, so I guess I could always sleep on it like this if I needed to. Sleeping on it like this is fine. I don't sleep on my back, but if you were to, yeah, I can't really tell the difference between this and a normal pillow. So first impression wise, it seems like something I could sleep on, but would maybe be better for like airplanes or something like that. So if you travel a lot, or you're a big FNaF fan, this could be a good thing for like a traveling pillow. But you know, this is just me messing around in my bed at the middle of the day. So, you know, I'm gonna spend the night on this thing and I'll give you my thoughts on that. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I've got my little Freddy pillow pet here, so let's just see how it goes, I guess. Alright, it's the next day and I have now actually slept on the FNaF pillow pet. So how did it go? It was pretty much how I expected it to go, honestly. Like I mentioned before, it is a pretty thin pillow, but it didn't really matter much because I am still on a mattress, I guess. It's not like I'm sleeping on the ground, so it's either way kind of soft, I suppose. Like I also said before, this side is fluffy and I don't really want it tickling my face while I'm sleeping, so I did end up actually sleeping on this side, the less soft side. The only issue with this is that, as you can see, there is still Freddy's head, so when I slept on it, he was kind of like elevated like this. And that was a little bit uncomfortable, but you know, if I slept at the right spot, I couldn't feel the head. I personally wouldn't sleep on this guy every night, but you know, maybe if you're younger, you know, smaller, or you're just using this as like a travel pillow, you know, maybe you're on a trip, maybe you're on an airplane, long car ride, long train ride, whatever it is. This could work for that, you know, if you don't want to carry around an actual pillow and you're more okay with carrying around Freddy Fazbear. Another issue with this guy though, for sleeping wise, is, you know, of course the tags, but I just moved them to the side. It's actually something you can't really remove. It's that there's these little patches here with the Pillow Pets logo and the Five Nights at Freddy's logo, because they have little corners on them, and those are kind of sharp. Like, they don't hurt, but you can feel them, you know, if you're sleeping on it. So yeah, I mean, sleep-wise, you could use this as a pillow. I don't know if you'd want to use it as a pillow every night, but like I said before, you know, the stuff I said, or, you know, maybe a sleepover, I guess, too, if you're at a friend's house that's also a FNaF fan. So I guess if I have any sleepovers soon and there are no pillows around to give an extra person, there's always the FNaF pillow pet. It would be nice if they had a jumbo version or like a mini version, because this might be a little bit big to bring on an airplane. So if they had a smaller version, that could be good. Or if they had a bigger version to be used as a regular pillow, that could also be nice, because it's a little bit too small for a regular pillow and a little bit too big maybe for like an airplane pillow. Either way though, I think it's still a pretty cool product. I think it works well as a pet and also as a pillow decently. So overall, it's a pretty cool thing. Anyway, back to me at the desk. Let's pull myself down here. Yeah, that's the pillow form. If you're done using him as a pillow, done sleeping, you just want him, you know, as a little plushie, you can open up this little Velcro tab and put him back together, and now he's just a little plushie. I will say there have been bootleg like Pillow Pet FNaF plushies in the past, and this looks way better than those. Here's a little spin around of the plushie. I haven't really given you that, so here's him from all angles. This part of the video I'm filming before I sleep on this guy, but this plushie, or, you know, Pillow Pet, I think is very cool. It looks pretty accurate to Freddy. There's no put on color or anything. He's very soft. I think he just looks pretty good, and I would love to have more stuff like this. You know, we've got Freddy, maybe make the rest of the FNaF 1 characters, maybe some other stuff. Since it's like sleep themed, also maybe like a Moon plush could be cool, because his whole thing is that it's sleep time, you know? Moondrop, the sleepy time candy. Yeah, I think he's pretty cool, and if they make any more in the future, I'm pretty curious to see what they'll look like. If you do actually want one of these things, they're $35. I will put the link in the description, as well as a link to Pillow Pet's social media if you're interested. So yeah, thank you again to Pillow Pets for sending me this, but that is about the end of the video. So if you want to subscribe, you can click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch one of my last review videos, you can click that button over there. And if you want to see some other video I made, you can click that button over there. And I'll see you when we get some more cool stuff.